Wanted to make a couple of observations on the religious liberty front before we turn our attention to the issues of health care. This is an encouraging piece of news. One of the things that I have told you repeatedly that's very, very important for us to understand about the Constitution is that the Constitution protects individual rights. The Bill of Rights was written to protect individual rights, the rights that are specified, spelled out in the Bill of Rights. The first 10 amendments of the Constitution are individual rights. And I'm pleased to hear some lawmakers beginning to echo that. Here is Representative Joe Pitts. The First Amendment does not restrict religion to places of worship. A business owner has the same constitutional rights as clergy. He is exactly right. Representative Joe Pitts, Republican from Pennsylvania. I repeat that again. He's exactly right about this. A business owner has the same constitutional rights as clergy. Why do they have the right to the free exercise of religion? Because they are American citizens. Has nothing to do with whether they're in a corporation, whether they're in a church, whether they're in a parachurch ministry. It makes absolutely no difference. They possess the right to the free exercise of religion because they are Americans. Now, what Pitts applies this to, and correctly so, is to Hobby Lobby. The Hobby Lobby owner said, look, I'm a Christian. I have the constitutional right to the free exercise of my religion. Now, you'll hear Barack Obama trying to convince you that what the Constitution guarantees is freedom of worship. Be alert to that, because he is absolutely dead flat wrong, and he's being devious. He is being sinister. He is being malevolent, because he's trying to get the American people to believe something that is not true. He's trying to get the American people to believe that all that the Constitution protects is what you do in your church building between 11 and noon on Sunday. That's freedom of worship. You can worship God any way you want. You can sit on your hands. You can raise your hands. You can dance in the aisles. You can speak in tongues. You can not speak in tongues. You can sing hymns. You can sing contemporary music. Whatever you want to do, knock yourselves out. I'm not going to interfere with that whatsoever. But what President Obama is saying is the other 167 hours a week, they belong to me. They belong to the government. I will tell you what kind of liberty you have with the other 167 hours of your week. That's not what the Constitution says. When it talks about the free exercise of religion, it's talking about what you do Monday through Saturday, not just what you do on Sunday, but what you do on Monday through Saturday. And Steve Green, Hobby Lobby, we had him on this program about a month ago. He said, look, I have the right to the free exercise of religion. I'm a Christian. I operate my business on Christian principles. We're closed on Sundays. And one of the dictates of my deeply held spiritual convictions is I will not pay for my employees to have a medication that can cause an abortion. I'm not going to be a part of that. I'm not going to enable that. I'm not going to fund it. I'm not going to cooperate with that. I'm not going to do it. And he told us right here on this program, look, if the Obama administration forces me to do it, I will go out of business before I will capitulate, before I surrender. Now, the 10th Circuit told Steve Green, Hobby Lobby, look, we looked at your case and we think you're going to win. So we're going to exempt you from having to pay the fines, because the meter's going to start running on Hobby Lobby. I think it's going to start running on August 1st. And the meter will run at $1.3 million a day. Hobby Lobby will be on the hook for $1.3 million every single day if they don't comply with the abortifacient mandate. And Barack Obama yesterday, he didn't waive that. You notice that? He didn't waive that. If he can waive an entire section of the law, or thinks he can, then he obviously can waive the contraception mandate if he wants to. He has chosen not to. In fact, he's doubled down on it. He's reinforced it. He's brought the hammer down and made things even worse and more binding than they were before. So this is clearly very intentional on Barack Obama's part. He is deliberately setting out, and make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, this is deliberate. It is intentional on his part. He is deliberately setting out to trample on the religious liberties of Christian business owners in America. That's what he wants to do in the interest of promoting his pro-death agenda. But the 10th Circuit said, look, to Steve Green, you're going to win. We think the chances are very good that as this thing makes its way up the appellate ladder, you're going to win this case. So we're going to exempt you from that $1.3 million in fines. But that leaves a lot of other Christian-run businesses on the hook for this. But anyway, Joe Pitts saying, look, Steve Green is exempt from that, not because he's a business owner or not because Hobby Lobby has First Amendment rights, but because Steve Green, as an American citizen, as an individual, has the guaranteed protection of the free exercise of religion. Now, one other thought before the bottom of the hour, a poll released by Pew Research, and the question that they were asking is, their respondents, is everybody recognizes that there has been a decline in the number of people who are affiliated with religion. Now, they may be spiritual in their own lives, but in terms of their affiliation with some kind of organized body of worshipers, whether it's a church or whatever, that's in decline. Fewer people now affiliating with religious denominations and churches. Now, the question Pew asks, is that good, bad, or neutral for American society? Many more say that it is bad than good. So according to Pew, 48% of the American people said this is bad. This is bad for America, that fewer people are connected now with some kind of organized, collective worship of the living God. That's bad, 48%. Only 11% say it's good. So the American people, and you realize a lot of these 48% don't even go to church themselves, but they're saying, I agree that there's something healthy about an active church life in our community and in our nation. We need that. It serves as a check on certain negative impulses. It serves to reinforce the kind of impulses we all want to encourage. Got another survey in the stack here somewhere. 57% of Americans believe that healthy churches are necessary for strong communities. Now, you wish that number was higher, but that's still more than half of the people in America think that we need strong churches in our communities for our culture to be healthy. So 48% look, it's bad. But another 39% said it doesn't make any difference whether people are affiliated or not affiliated with religion. So that could be a testament to the fact that the church has not been doing the job of being salt and light. If we were doing the job of being salt and light, instead of hiding our light under a bushel, instead of losing our saltiness, then those numbers could be different. Now, 78% of white evangelicals said the non-religious trend is bad. Only 36% of Hispanic Catholics say it's bad. So that's a huge difference demographically. And so the key, let's get more Protestants. Focal Point, AFR Talk.